What's going on, guys? This is Jeff4 Phantom Falcon here, and we're going to be playing, oh Jesus, that was a leg spike, and we're going to be playing some more Factorio, 3 episodes in a row. That's quite a bit. I'm actually planning on playing a lot more, so I'm going to be able to pump out consistent videos, so yeah. Anyways, the last episode, we ended me with, getting this done. As you may notice, my voice may sound a little bit better because I tinkered around with some of the functions and OBS, and I got it working. So yeah, I think everything's alright now. But anyways, though, what I want to get done is I want to get my red production up, and my green production, so that I don't have to worry about greens all that much. Also, may be able to tell that I also ran from last. Well, if you guys saw the last episode, you may be able to tell that I ran coal down into here, so this isn't so much of an issue now. I expanded my my iron, which I'm just gonna light up a little bit. Oh, I need more lights. And I'm also planning on getting a mall done, so I can, you know, just have stuff there ready for me, like lights and lights, radars, really anything that I use in quantity. So, but first I'm gonna get red production up and running over here. Autosave. And anyways, I've got to expand this up even more than it already is. And I'm planning on doing red first, but I've also got to remember to leave some room for the belts to go back down to the research station, because yeah, I also wanted to, as I was editing, I realized that I probably should belt like 2 reds and a purple belt line, adding another 3 belts to my system, because I think that I said 2 steel and 2 greens. I believe I said that. So maybe just 1 red and 1 purple to have running up and down. Yeah, that would be nice to have, because that would allow me to have a lot more. I also want, plastic is kind of a localized thing. I'm not 100% sure on what would need plastic. I don't know. And anyways, though, if it's way down the road, I'm not going to worry about it, because it's not going to need to be down here anyways. It's going to be way further up. Let's take a look at my map. As you can tell, what the hell is this? I've never seen that before. I've got a huge oil deposit right in the way of my my main belt. So probably what I'm going to end up doing is when I get up to about here, I'm going to turn to the left or right. Probably to the left to avoid the uranium deposit and the iron. So yeah, I'm going to finish up what I was doing right here. Normally this would all be red belts, but because I don't have red belts at the moment, I can't actually do that. But I want to get green production up, even if it's very little, because I don't use those very much anyways in the beginning. I use a lot more, you know, raw materials, if anything. The most material I believe I use in the beginning, it may not seem like it, but it's iron. I'm always using iron no matter what's going on in the game, so yeah. I gotta get more iron. See, this is what I mean. You're always using iron. There's never a time where you're not using iron, whether you like it or not. So, anyways, though, there's another stone in the way. Stones are annoying. Pretty much anything that keeps me from building is annoying in this game for me. And yeah, that's one of the things that I hate. Just stuff that gets in your way, and then it annoys you a little more every day. And eventually you just grab, you know, your artillery and just say, you know what, you're getting all destroyed. So I don't give a damn. Now, what I'm doing is I'm just doubling up these. I'm planning on in a minute going down here and expanding this, probably trying to fill this up and then have a couple of copper things. Like I want to have a couple copper mines coming up from here and kind of in this general area, because I need 4 smelting lines for iron that are expandable for when I get into red and eventually blue belts. So those are the main things that I'm really focusing on right now. I haven't seen any biter bases, which is fantastic because biter bases are not fun. Ooh. I'm wondering if these are part of each other and it's just over here that hasn't been uncovered. Speak of the devils, and they're sure to arrive. So these are the first biter bases. It looks like they're going to be pretty much so right where my belt is heading off to. Biters, yes, are very annoying in many ways, and they will be your demise if you don't keep on top of your research for military and other stuff like that. But because I've made the game so that they don't come back after I've killed them, they shouldn't be a big problem. At least I don't think they should be, because they are really normally not that aggressive when you're first starting out, and especially because once I kill them, they're gone. I don't think I'll have to worry about them all that much in the long run, so they won't constantly be attacking and getting mad and trying to rip my throat out. Pleasant visions, isn't it? No, I just realized I could have sped up my speed of crafting these so much by just simply taking that, like my green circuits, and actually using them instead of being a derp. So let's place that. This is why you need a mall. I learned the mall strategy from I can't remember her name. I believe it's like the Sky of something. That's all I can remember. She's like she was like a huge inspiration for me to actually start this, because I mean, I don't know. Just like I like Factorio a lot, so yeah. So let's grab these and then see, look, it's so much faster. So much better. And with these belts, these aren't going to be adequate, especially later on in the game when I need literally thousands of these per minute, or even per second if I ever bring my factory up to it. So it gets crazy very fast, and yeah. So let's throw down some power poles. I want to get all of my power poles up and running. Where did I set? Oh yeah, because it was, yeah. Alright, and then all I should have to do is hook these guys up and I should be alright. Now I know that this is the cleanest. I could make it a lot cleaner by simply adding some other stuff, but that's not who I am. So I don't want to pretend to be somebody I'm not. Like, because I do know that there are some people out there that would literally sit here for hours as their pet peeve and just, you know, grind to get perfect pulls and perfect everything. But that's not me. I enjoy just kind of spaghettiing everything, and that's kind of what I think I'm gonna go for. Wait, why aren't you? Oh, it's because you don't have iron. Now I got 4. Oh, I didn't think this part through. I'm thinking about getting iron over to here. What I could do is I could have it circle around using some of these. And go under. I'm thinking that I'm going to have to do that, and then just have these these things like this. Yeah, that seems the best course of action. And even now, I can tell that I don't have enough production of production. Sorry, I'm really losing my words today. I don't have enough green circuits. There we go. Holy cow. But I don't want to go much bigger because I don't have the resources to really do it at the moment, because this uses a lot, and that is something that I don't have. Fluid handling is coming along swimmingly, so let's get my other smelting up. I think I'm going to mainly focus on getting smelting up and running. So, well, no, I don't know what I'm going to do. I want to get a mall going, but I also need more copper. Let's see, because I know that this is going to take up a lot of room, especially once I've introduced trains, which is always fun. Let's see, I'm going to do another 10. 1, 2, 3, oh, shoot. There was a tree there, so I didn't see it, and I derped. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that would be... I'm very good at imagining stuff, so... yeah, I don't find it very hard to do this. Oh, I ran out of those things. Gosh darn it. So, as you can tell, my demand for copper has exponentially gone up. Oh, I forgot from last episode, I was in the middle of making a new area to build my limitless supply of items, and in turn I never did. How fun. So I'm just gonna break off a line of iron and a line of copper. That means I've got to craft more. Ah! This isn't very fun. I hate crafting by hand. It's so slow. It's so slow to craft by hand, and especially to place stuff by hand. Wait, I don't think... oh yeah, I do need it anyways for later stuff. I'm gonna make that. I also need those. So that means I'm also gonna need another one. See, I'm a guy that's very used to automation in this game because I rely very heavily on it, I will admit. A little bit too heavily, I should say. So, let's see, I believe for my... I need 3 to produce, at least, and then I need to break off and have it stored somewhere. So let's see, I need gear production, and then into those. So that means I need a lot of these, because I'm not going to have them being produced very fast. I'm just going to have them being produced kind of as I need them. So I'm not overly worried. And now I use the long-handed inserters, because if you guys didn't know, long-handed inserters allow you to reach over 1 and place over 1. So wait, I think they just need iron, so I actually need 2 long-handed inserters. And then I'm actually going to have that placed right into, well, on a belt, because then I can go like this and split it off, because then I'll just make a nice little gathering area of let's see. Need 9 chests. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. For the 9 different items that there will be. So then I need that and that. Boom, boom. And I just run this back up. No. So I go like that. Split. And then I place down 9 chests. I know that I should probably be using something a lot smaller. I think I can go like this and then... Alright. So I make this loop around. Because I'm not going to need them going very fast, I'm just going to go like that. And then have like... that. Patch. Go back towards the main belt. Oh, they are on the inside because I believe I placed lights on the outside. So then I run down. It's always fun building this game. Never ceases to amaze me. Or amuse me, I should say. That's what I do in my free time, basically. So, yeah. By the way, I mentioned last episode that there are robots in the game, and I never touched on them, which annoyed me personally, so it must have annoyed somebody else. So, anyways, now that I have basic production of that up, I can expand. I think that this is just going to be me building a mall, because, yeah, that's kind of the idea that I wanted to go for. I believe that I do have the means to make inserters. I'm not sure if I should get into that yet, because that can be very weird to build with. Have I left enough room for expansion? Yes. Does my pollution reach up there? No. Which is great. Alright, so now I need more of these. Run down here. Now, for basic inserters, I believe that I have everything that I need for basic inserters. I forget what needed copper. What needed copper? I've confused myself, haven't I? Oh wait, no, there are some items that require raw copper. Yeah, that totally makes sense. So bring this along. No, I need you to go up because there's a thing here. I have no idea what I'm doing, by the way. I'm just kind of starting to place stuff down and hoping for the best. Alright, so let's grab... I need those, which require iron and the thing. So I just need... I think I literally need one. So, let's see. I gotta go like that. Bring you out one more, like that. Now the reason why I've done that is so that I can go like this. And bring out more belts like that. And then run this along. And then place those all down. This is why it's so good to have them all. Because then you can just kind of run and grab stuff. So that should be my production of transport stuff. I need a long-handed inserter. Boom. Oh, and I should probably be placing lights now, so that I can see what's going on. Base. I'm gonna place down 3. I'm not sure how I'm going to do this, but all I know is that I want this to be a long-lasting series, so I want to set myself up for pretty much an infinite expansion. So I think I might leave this as my kind of always there thing. Oh, I forgot to continue that on. That's what I forgot to do. Oh yes, I've got these now, so I don't have to worry about handcrafting no more. Oh yes, that can fit. Phew! I don't know if I just about frickin' died there. Move that. Now this is a cheeky strategy that I've devised, but it'll work, don't worry. This is kind of my plan. It gets messy really fast. This might drive some of you guys crazy, but hey, it works. In my book, if it works, it's great. If it's efficient, I mean that's a 4-star right there. 5-star. 10 out of 10. I don't know what I'm trying to say. So let's see. Splitters require 5 iron. Okay. So I need both of these. Need an assembling machine too, because these actually can't craft them because they don't have enough slots to be able to build it. These have 4, so they're able to do it no problem. So with that being said, I will worry about, I don't know if I should worry about it now or later. Now I know that this is only getting like, I think, very little. It's getting very little, so I'm going to be getting very little in return. But that's alright because I don't really care about that stuff. Alright, so let's bring these out more. I need 1 long-handed inserter. Go like that. Throw it on a long hand. Put it on that. That. And then I have splitters up and running as well. And boom. That is that. So now I have basic production of these items running. And I don't think I will need to expand anytime soon. The only things that I really want to get producing with inserters are yellows, yellow, blue, and red inserters, because you don't use too much filter inserters, so they're not something that I tend to strive to get. So I'm only gonna craft 3 for now. I'm gonna build the basic one that I need. Let's see. I believe all inserters require gears, except for blues. So both red and yellow inserters require gear. So that means I need iron. So let's grab some iron real quick. I know I was in the middle of expanding my copper, but I think that I should get this done first so that I can actually do what I need to do. Oh, I accidentally used one of these for oopsie. Boom and boom. So that crafts the yellow inserter, and this crafts the gears for that. And then I need long hand inserter for that, long hand, and then I also need an underground belt, because what I'm going to have to do is very cheeky, but it works. So basically, I go like that to allow stuff to pass under, and this still is able to pick them up. And now a nice little trick that there is that the back of underground belts actually can't be used, like they can't have stuff placed on them like that. So like regardless of how much stuff goes through, this will just be here. So on a 3-item belt, without having to split it, you can have long-handed inserters grabbing the stuff that they need. So it makes it very simple, but I mean kind of mind-boggling at the same time, because one way you have this incredibly like small system grabbing from 3 different items, but the thing is that if you go and try and place stuff side by side, or like, well, I mean, you can grab all 3 items actually like this using this method, but if you have something right beside it that requires something from here, you'll still be able to do that actually. Okay, I'm overthinking stuff. I'm gonna ignore that man. He's spewing lies. There we go. So let's grab inserters now, because now I can use these inserters. Place that down. That, and then I need. I'm not using those at the second. I already had them in my inventory. All right. So now I've got to split 1 to be the runner back there, and then I want them to be in line here. 3. Have more inserters, and I'm gonna have this powered so that I have constant production at the moment. Of course, the first one was there. Boop, boop. And now, a trick that I learned, very nice, that's helpful in a lot of ways, is to place down the stuff that doesn't require stuff. So like, I mean, that doesn't make much sense, but it will in a second, because this is very nice to have. And you bring this out 1 more. I mean, if you don't build this way, that's perfectly fine by me. I'm not telling you guys how to build. I'm just, kind of showing you a very easy way of doing it. So, yeah, I think of it as, I don't know, actually. So I need a long hand inserter. Do that. Gears are provided, and the long-handed inserter is for over here. And boom. So then I place down one of you. Place down the light. Place down this. Split it. Actually, no, because no other recipes require reds, I don't have to worry about having them split down the line. I just have to worry about them getting to where they need to be. So, yeah. Now, I've got red up and running. Now that I have red up and running, I can focus on blue, which requires me to grab underground belt to go under. Placed on this. And then blues just require electronic circuits in an inserter. Now I need to expand this. Electronic circuits and inserter. So I should be able to place you there. So blues, so I need to like that. That. Boom. And yeah, let's get this party going. Let's grab that. And blue is a go as well. And not quite yet because I ran out of these things. Now, because of the lack of copper I've got, I'm going to turn my attention to that. I don't think that I'm going to be explaining very much what I'm doing. I think I'm just going to go with the flow. If you guys don't understand something, just let me know in the comments, really. And I'll try and touch on it in the next episode, and hopefully you guys learn a little bit more. So, now that I have red longhand inserters, so that I can have a constant supply of this stuff, because this isn't able to actually fully saturate a yellow belt, even with this many. It may seem like it is, but that's only because it stopped. But the moment it kicks up into high gear, like, just look, they start going and going, and they're not actually able to keep up. The only reason why they're keeping up right now is because this one here has a whole lot of stuff already smelted in it, and same with these. So they all have stuff smelted in them already. So they can't actually saturate the belt if they didn't have that stuff already in them. And normally the game will be able to tell you when you need to upgrade simply by, you know, it'll be like, oh yeah, you're not getting enough throughput to this thing or this thing. So that kind of lets you know to run back and, you know, improve on whatever system you have. So I want to do something that future-proofs me for much bigger amounts of materials being brought. Now I'm gonna grab that stuff just so I could do that. Like I said, I want to future-proof myself for well, the future, obviously, but also so that I can produce mass amounts of you know, like coal and iron, well, not coal, stuff like iron and copper, without having to have it split down the middle like this. I'm going to teach you how to do that real quick, because once you get red-handed inserter production, it's normally very easy to do this, because it's kind of a hassle to have to craft all of the yellow inserters and then all of the red inserters, and normally it deters people from doing this simply because they don't have the patience, or they just don't do it in general. I don't think I'm actually able to do it until I get something called energy distribution, but I'm still going to put this stuff down. Actually, I think I might be able to, because this requires a space of 2. What I could do is I could go underneath these so that I don't have to worry about it. That looks very messy. I don't know. I'll see how it looks, and if it doesn't look good, then I mean, I'll just tear it down. Basically now, you just run up and place all these between. Make sure to place one on the end too, so that they also get it. And then generally, you normally want the slower moving ones to handle stuff with stuff like coal, because that's not very demanding. So yeah, and then to do this, I want it on yellows only. Let's see, where do you land? Because I need, let's see. So coal comes in down here, exits up here. And there's another trick that I know with underground belts that's called weaving, because you can weave, like, what weaving is basically 2 different types of belts don't connect to each other. So like if you have a blue and a red, or a yellow and a blue going along the same, and you want them to go along the same path, what you can do is you can take them, and let's say you have a blue opening here and you want it to come out here, you can place the blue down without connecting to this one right here. So I always found that neat, and I use it a lot. Well, not a lot actually, but it is useful for if you still have older setups for whatever reason. When you're that far into the game, I'm not sure why you would still have them. I mean, obviously I would be, running away from those as fast as possible, because again, they're messy and they don't look very good. Well, I mean, they can look good in the right circumstances, but generally you want to stay away from them. Well, I mean, I do. I always want to stay away from them. Anyways, now that I have that, I should be able to just run along like this and connect it up here. And before I get my copper going that way, because it's actually my copper, it's my... Oh, I can't talk today. Hell. So I need more electronic mines. I'm going to get 10 more to supply this beast over here. And I want to build. Normally, I'd build an 8-to-8 splitter so that I can supply 4 lines of these. But I don't know how to build that off the top of my head. I'd have to Google an image. So for now, all I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a 4-to-4, so that allows me to go on. Oh, wrong way. To go on the game without having to worry about that stuff. And I don't feel like running all the way up there to grab stuff. So yeah. Boom, boom. So then you need to go over here. Oh wait, no, I wanted coal going up that one. So I want that there. Boom. So now that I have another 10, I can place them down in a fashion that is noise. Oh wait, I thought that was the stone that I could mine. So how is that looking? 3, 4, 5, spin them around, and then run back up. Go here. Now, there's one thing that's concerning me right now, and that is my pollution, because that's a bigger base that I'm used to seeing for the first base. Normally it's just either a 2 or a 1 that I'm used to. So, but I will be adding much more to the cycle speed. So, like, this is going to be moved over. So now that I have that going, I need coal. So I'm going to disconnect you. Allow you to finish up your thing. Build another. Oh, I need to take you away from here. So not quite yet. I'm gonna throw down coal in it because I've just got so much coal in my inventory and I want to get rid of it. Boom, boom, boom. I didn't even run out. Okay, that's awesome. So now let's start getting rid of this. And yeah, this is basically what Factorio is in a nutshell. I mean, not always. It's not always like this, especially once you've got stuff like I said, like the drones. They help a lot because then you don't have to go through this tedious task of emptying all of this and, you know, yeah, just obnoxious stuff. I'm not gonna worry about that quite yet. I'm gonna do that on my way back up because that's a time for another thing. And I also need steel production, if you guys remember. So steel production is something else entirely, because you don't need to worry about throughput as much. Well, actually you do, because it requires 5 iron, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. To do that, and actually, I'm gonna run back up and grab the stuff I need. But right now, stuff isn't getting what it needs, and I'm gonna run out of stuff. This is fun, you know, just running around, grabbing stuff you need. Always fun. So to induce myself to actually rebuild, I'm gonna cut you off so that you use up whatever stuff you have left. This is fun on a bun. So, once I'm done this, I'll be right back, guys. Sorry, I don't want to make you guys watch all this. Alright, and I'm back. I was just messing around with the green circuits. So now, I need my splitters and underground belts. I also want, actually I don't need those at the moment, but I would like to have a small amount of them. But now you can tell that my base is starting to get big. Like, even 3 episodes, my base has gotten very, very big. And I'm hoping soon that we don't have to run into biters. I want to keep an eye on my pollution level because this is going to spread very fast. Yeah, that was 2 sections. That was 2 sections, same thing. With my pollution could actually be enticing to some biters down here, or even over here. So I want to get some turret production up and running. You're out of power now. Oh. That's what I get, don't I? Let's grab this. And then run it up like that. So now you guys are going again. And now that I have 4 more, I'm going to place 1 here and 1 here, just to mine up whatever's there. And then I'm going to start my 2nd lane. I'm only going to start, I'm not really going to worry about, you know, my thinging with it. So, throw 1 there. I know it's very dark right now, but in these kind of areas, there's not much I can do about how dark it is. I can only really help it when there's pools everywhere. So, I'm going to try and throw a couple in here as well. Like that, that. So now that I have some more of these going, sorry, my throat, I'm going to run this up, because now you have much more. I'm going to actually bring you down a little bit. Okay, so now that I have that done, I just want to use that up so that I don't have to worry about it. But now I need to get green up and running as well. So that's a big issue because green is a lot bigger and I don't have the numbers for 12 labs. So I might have to cut soon so that I can quickly run the numbers and find out how much I actually need. Because, yeah, I'm not 100% sure. There's a website, I forget what it's called, that you can go to. Once I find it, I'll link it in the video. But essentially, what it does is you throw in the amount of stuff that you want, and it'll tell you how much you need. At least that's what I think it should do. I can't remember 100%, but I do need more iron, that's for sure. Because this is no longer cutting it, because especially being that there are 2 that are out right now. So now I need, actually throw 1 more right here. Where is it? Oh yeah. Throw 1 more right there. Oh, jeepers. I got to remove this. I gotta edit this a little bit. Get out of my way. Now, I can probably place that there. Everything will be alright. Just as long as there's no harm done to this, there shouldn't be anything of concern. So now let's grab 5 more mines so that I can again expand this. Please don't tell me that I'm going to be hitting coal if I place 1 here, because that's the last thing I want right now, to have coal in this system. I don't want to have to grab more. Alright, well, fire truck, I'm going to have to set you there. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, so that should tie over my thirst for iron right now. Only for now though. This is like one spot that has no power. Sweet. So, you only have 74 more iron, so you have another 678, so yeah, you need that there still. But now, iron should be producing a lot more, and same with copper. I don't yet want to do any of this, really. But I do want to cut it off here and redirect it over this way. So I'm just gonna give it a second. I'm gonna bring this over so that it's ready to connect when it runs out. Because it's gonna take a minute or so to, you know, have all that caught up. I'm gonna go behind it while I'm waiting and remove all this. So, yeah, I'll be right back after I'm done editing. Alright, and I'm back after all of that done. I've removed all this. Red's still being produced even though that I've cut it off. I want that all to be used up. So, yeah, there's much more iron now being put into the system, and the thing that I've done that I love is that I've made this much more expandable now. So what I mean by that is that now I should be able to add more if this isn't enough anymore, and I most likely will. And I'm also gonna have to edit all this because look at the mess that this is compared to how clean this is, comparing that this is copper and this is iron, my main bloodline right now. Let's take a look at the map. You're not being aggravated yet, but the second base has popped up, so I see lots of bases that are going to be popping up, but once I need to, I will build turrets. I will deal with them. You guys, okay, I'm gonna get reds up and running over here, and then I'm gonna deal with power situation. So let's see, I got all this stuff again. So let's see, I need to bring this down, this up, I should say. So I'm gonna have, I want this prepped for expansion. So I'm going to have reds being made here. And yeah, I'm not sure how many I'm gonna need. I'm not sure. I also want production of assembling machines because that will be like the best. Because I'm always making those like all the time. So what I might do, because this is like I'm gonna want stack inserters, and I believe stack inserters are normally pretty nice to have. So I might have this come over and down, or over and up, so that the mall can keep expanding. But these need somewhere. No, I need to go over and down if I want to bring it back in down here. So yeah, this was gonna be for steel if I was correct. And I have the first use for steel that I need, and it's regarding my iron axe, steel axe now. I broke my last one, or my last two, from just picking this stuff up, so yeah. So now that I got that, I think I'll have to be right back and find out what the ratio is, or I can figure this out, because you guys are also going to need to know how to do it. So basically, where do I even begin? So in science, there's time needed to research. You can improve the speed by researching the lab, because this will bring stuff down. So lab research speed plus 20%. So that would be like, I think 2 seconds off of every 10. So that would be like 6 seconds off of this. So, anyways though, that I would need so I need one every 30 seconds to supply this, but the fastest one I believe is like 15 seconds. So just to confirm that, I'm looking right here to see what. Yeah, I think it's 15 seconds. So at the most I need one every 15 seconds for 11 11 items. So that means I'd need one every one. Let's see. I'd need one every. Oh, geez, what would that be? I don't have a calculator right now. So I needed 11 every 15 seconds. So that's like 1.1, I want to say. But for the increase, I might want to make like 12 factories producing red. So yeah, I'm gonna make 12. I need 4 more. Bring more of these up, and then 1, 2. Yeah, so that should be all right. Now with these, so that I can expand. Oh shoot! I might need to take this completely away from this water because it's gonna be a pain in the butt for me. 6. And then I need, because these are so slow, I don't need any compression system to deal with it. And then I need, for greens, I'm not sure how many I'm going to need, because they can all go on the same belt, because they use it so slow, and even if I do need it to be faster, all I'll have to do is grab more of the stuff I need. Anyway, so this should be my red. And again, they craft so slow that I don't need blue inserters because that would just be a waste of energy and resources. So, yeah. So there we go. Oh wait, shoot. Now all of those should be powered. I'm gonna place down some lamps. So let's grab that and boom. And all they require are copper and iron gear wheels, and I think that they barely even require those. So now, I'm also going to need to expand on these. So let's do that real quick. And I think that I'm just going to do a simple system to make gears that I have used for a very long time. Well, actually, pretty much ever since the game came out. So, I'm actually gonna expand these and I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm back. I'm getting close to the end of this video. So my goal right now, holy shoot, that is a lot of expansion. My goal right now is just to finish up my production of this. So basically, I need iron gears on the closer one because it is speed that is needed, and long-handed inserters are a little bit slower than these. So yeah, so boom, 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 and then the copper can go on the outer ones. And yeah, so basically, yeah, guys, I'm just gonna finish up this red. And I should be alright to end the video. So let's see, copper on the outside. It like that, with that going like that. Oh wait, I didn't even need that. Okay, now that I have 4 of these, basically all I have to do is go like this. And this is why gears are so annoying to belt, because they require so much stuff that it's ridiculous. So now I need to run over here and grab some more fast inserters, which I barely have made any, partly due to me not having very much iron in the first place to supply it with. So open that out and shoot. So boom, and then yeah, I need that. And then to supply these, you need a lot of fast inserters. And gears, copy and paste them all. And then I will want 2 different lanes of iron for this, because that's how much these take. Like, they take everything. They ruin your life. It's not fun. So let's see, now I need boom. And then that beneath, boom, and beneath, boom. And then all I'm going to do is to supply this line a little bit better, I'm going to do that. And all I should have to do is basically go like this. And put the lights down. Do that. And then bring that up. And boom. So now that these are being made, I think that this might be a little bit overkill. But look at that. Look at this speed. Like, it just uses up everything, like I said, and it's very annoying. So yeah, 3 poles there, 3 poles here. And boom, everything is operational. So yeah, I just want to see that I'm getting adequate stuff. Yeah, so next episode, I think that I'm going to be expanding my iron smelting a little bit. I also need to get into steel. Steel is very fun to deal with because it's annoying. Because you just need so much iron for it, and yeah. But yeah, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. We got some great progress done, which would be our major upgrade with that. I forgot to grab copper. Silly old me. Alright, well, I can't go quite yet because I haven't grabbed the darn copper. Boom, boom, boom. And next episode, like I said, like 10,000 times now, I'm going to work on expanding my iron and getting to the green tier. You guys will love the green tier because it will be about 3,000 times bigger than this. So yeah. Yeah, anyway, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like. If you have any suggestions for the channel, please let me know. And as always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that my audio was a little bit better. But now I just gonna do a little bit of bonus clip at the end right here of my bigger thing going up. Look at this. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Look at all that. I want to upgrade these to blue, actually. That might be smart. Look at that. Oh, and especially with everything going. It was very fast now. Yeah, anyway, so hope you guys enjoyed.
This could be us. So back to what I was saying.